hacks I wish I knew earlier. Today, as a mom of two, I am here sitting down with you, ready to let you know what are some mom hacks that I have noticed that really have saved my life. I think the first thing is sleep training early. With my first kid, I struggled so much with the sleeping situation, and I did read a lot of stuff online about sleep training. I was never actually confident about this system. It felt not okay for me to do with my baby, just like let them sleep alone and let them be independent and figure this out and cry out a little. I felt always like an alert system in my brain that every time I heard my baby cry, I had to pacify him with something and be there for him and put him on my chest. And yes, that is beautiful, and I think you can still do it. You are entitled to do it because you are the mom. But sometimes it just backfires and then you never rest. So there are a couple of things that you need to learn and to try and tell yourself that it's okay to do them. With my second child, the things that I am doing that I think are making a difference in his sleep is that at night I'm not feeding him unless it's super clear that he is hungry. He is now almost 4 months old. He is eating good during the day. He's having his 5 bottles of 180. So he doesn't need an extra feeding at night. Sometimes when he's like crying for too long and trying to eat his little hands, I know like maybe he's going through something here. He's growing, so he needs an extra bottle. But I'm not allowing him to associate waking up at night with I need my belly full. It's not good for his digestion. It's not great for him to associate that, because then I'll become a slave of feeding him every night, and it's not needed. He's perfectly fine when it comes to his health and his weight, so we're not doing that. Something else that we're trying to do that I do think it works is to put him on his crib when he is drowsy and not fully asleep. We try and do that almost every night, and also at some naps during the day, and we think it's working. Every time he cries, I tell myself he is not in pain. There's no urgency here. I can try and softly calm him down in his crib without having to bring him over me and like be desperate. Like, let's just pause a little bit and understand his needs before we act. I was hesitant with baby-led weaning and giving him any food in general that wasn't formula or milk, because I just felt like it was the first time I was going to feed a baby in my life, and this was all on me. Like, the whole responsibility was going to fall on me, and if I made a mistake, I was not going to be okay with that. The mom guilt was not going to be fun. And I think that what saved me was an app that I'm going to share with you down in the links of the description, because this app, it makes everything so easy. It shows you the foods that they can eat and how to prepare them and how to be precautious of possibly choking, just everything. It just makes it so easy for you that following this app can be just automatic and you don't have to put so much thought into it. This app is a great mom hack for baby-led weaning. I think that the way you live your life, like the way your room is, the way you organize your day, speaks a lot about what you have here in your brain. Like, if your life is a mess and the little things you do, your brain is probably a mess, and you need to have a clear mind when it comes to taking care of children. This is what I do. I have a group chat with my close family members, the ones that live in my house. And what I do is that every Sunday I have organization time. So I put in my notes all the appointments that we have pending this week, everything we need to do, if we have to buy groceries, if we have to do this, that, whatever, the times that I work. So that way everyone knows at my house that maybe I can't take care of the children at 2 p.m. so someone has to take over. So I just like kind of do this thing where I share everything we need to do during the week so everyone can jump in and collaborate, or I can just delegate. I really recommend planning your week every Sunday. It takes 2 minutes and it helps you not to waste time during the week. There are 2 mom hacks that I have here that I think are great. Number 1 is have decorative baskets in your home where you can hide inside some toys, so you can have some stuff available for them in the living room, maybe some stuff in the kitchen, maybe, you know, a little bit of something in different rooms in the house that they can interact with and play with and be calm with, hopefully. But have them in a pretty basket, something that's already part of your space, and hide it in there. I think it's best for, again, the mind. I am a therapist and I am 100% sure that if your space is open and clean and organized and there's no baby mess around you, you're going to feel better. A second thing that I do is something I saw on Instagram once, and I don't know if this is based on any type of real thing that people follow, but this lady online does this thing that's called like the one movement strategy. So what she does is that if she's going to do something, an action of cleaning or organizing or doing something at home, she finishes it all in one motion. Let's say that I have a cup of coffee and I am done with it and I'm going to go put it in the counter. If I put it in the counter, it means that next time I come to the kitchen, I have to wash it. And if I then put it in the drying rack, it means that next time I come to the kitchen, I have to go and put it away. That is like 3 or 4 steps in different times of the day. Let me tell you, we don't do it just one time in the day. We do it with multiple things during the day. So you're gonna end up having to go around your house every night and pick up all the things that you did halfway. So do everything to completion. If you have your cup of coffee, go to the kitchen, wash it, dry it, and put it in the counter. Don't kill your momentum, do it all at once, and then that way your house is going to be more organized. And I actually have a third tip that I do. It's like a mantra that I tell myself that helps me so much, and in the beginning it does feel like a lot of work, but when it becomes a habit, you just do it automatically and you don't even notice it. And that is, don't leave a room before organizing it. You need to pause, have your kids help you organize it, and then leave. My 1-year-old knows that before he leaves a room, he needs to look back and pick up whatever is left in there. He does do it more with me than with anyone else at the house because we have that thing going on, but I am super proud of him and I think it's great for him and great for me, and it keeps my house pretty organized during the day. Another tip that I think is difficult, again, but once you make it a habit, you're going to feel so much better. And that is what I like to call radical acceptance. You need to radically accept that you have children in the house and that they need you and they want you. And if you can't understand that, if you don't like that, I think it's best not to have children. And no offense, it's just true. Like if you feel like you don't want to be present with your children and you can't do it, maybe it's best that you don't have them, because they are going to want that by default. They need their primary caregiver. And maybe I take this to an extreme, you tell me down below in the comments, but I think that when my child comes to me and he needs my attention, if I'm able to put what I'm doing away and focus on him, radically accept that right now all I can do is be with him. It's about mindfulness, right? That kind of relieves some stress, because I am not thinking like, oh wait, like I actually was talking to my mom or my friend and I don't want this right now. When can I be done so I can finish the text? No, I'm thinking, okay, everything's on pause right now. Let me just cater to his needs, see what he needs, see what I can do for him. Obviously, if I'm doing something urgently, I'm gonna have someone help me or tell him he needs to wait and maybe he'll cry a little bit. But for the most part, I try to accept that I have a baby at home that needs me. I think that most moms do this, but just in case, if you are doubting it or if you don't know whether it's important, it's extremely important that they have clear routines. And something I even do at this age, let me show you. So my toddler is 18 months old, and something we do with him is that we create these visuals for him with his routines. Take shoes off, say hi to everyone, wash your hands, eat a snack, and then play in your room. This has given peace to everyone in the house so far, and it helps him understand that this is what he needs to do. And we have found so much peace in this since we started it, and we see that his tantrums are less now. So I think routines just make everything predictable for them, and they feel a little bit more in control in a world where they can't really grasp control because they're so little. Even people that then come to visit us and they see this, they're like, oh, okay, so he's gonna go have a snack and then we'll play with him. I'm like, yeah, that's right. So it just helps everyone in the house. Of course, life is unpredictable and sometimes you're not gonna be able to follow these routines, but if 90% of the time you do it, trust me, your kids are going to do so much better. Another mom hack that it's for the moms, not for the kids. It's something I'm trying to tell myself lately, and it's called low effort self-care. I have had 2 kids back to back, and I've been struggling all these years, or these past 2 years, with self-care. I just don't understand when it can happen, what I can do. I've been telling myself that I just need to do low effort self-care for now. True self-care for me will come in the future. But right now, I am in my mom era and I wanted that. I wanted to be a mom, but I still shouldn't let myself go without self-care. What are some low effort self-care activities, if you ask me? Sometimes it's just going to my window and just getting some sunlight in my face. Watching people walk on the street, that kind of relaxes me. Sitting to have a meal is like a low effort self-care thing that everyone does, but when you're a mom, you find yourself standing in the kitchen when you have to eat and just eating so mindlessly. Delegating, having someone do some things so you can get a shower, like a good shower where you can do all the things that you like to do. And sometimes playing music when I cook. So far, those are the things I've figured out. If you have other ideas for low effort self-care, please tell me what they are, because I'm still joining this new movement that I don't know if it exists already. I think it's a great mom hack for sanity over here. If you have other mom hacks for new moms, for not so new moms like myself, please share them in the comments down below. If you like videos like this, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for coming. I hope you have a wonderful Halloween, and I'll see you soon in another video.